What women don't understand sometimes is that their husband is their adopted father, and they don't easily see it, but that's the plan and the ordination of God. Somebody say, Pastor, what are you talking about? I'm glad you asked. Where did the woman come from? The woman is not the first one to give birth to a child. The first cesarean section was not conducted on a woman. The woman was given birth to by the man. The Bible says the first surgical operation that was ever done was done by God, and it was God taking the woman out of the man. So whether you like it or not, madam, your husband is your father. So names are a big deal. So when couples get married, stay with me, please. This is important. When couples get married, they have a conversation. I know that we had that conversation, and I know most couples have that conversation. When a couple gets married, they have the conversation because some women want to keep the name of their father. Is there any married person here that never had that conversation? You never spoke to your wife about a name change. Your wife never spoke to you about a name change. Not many. That's because the conversation always comes up. Because women who honor their father, women who have great fathers, always feel obligated to keep the name of their birth father. Some of them will say, I would hyphenate. My name right now is Linda Johnson, and now that I married Mr. James, I will call myself Linda Johnson James. Why? Because they don't want to drop the name of their father. Perhaps because the father was a great man. Perhaps because the father was a good father. Most couples have that conversation after they get married. And I want to tell you, my wife and I also had that conversation. But the way the conversation went wasn't conventional. I knew that I have married a woman who comes from a great father. Our father is one of the greatest men of his generation. Our father was an exceptional man. He was an extraordinary man. So once we got married and we had to have the talk, and she said, I don't think I want to change my name yet. I said, baby, please keep your father's name. I'm not going to pressure you to carry my name in place of your father's name. So keep your father's name for as long as you want. Why? Because I understood the implication of the name. I knew that she was fighting for her father's name because she thought her father was a great man. So I said to myself, you don't need to tell your wife to change her name. You only need to become a great man. And when you become a great man, she will have to drop her father's name and take on your name. So I said to myself, I've got to make a name for myself. I've got to have a great name. I've got to have the name of a great man, of a successful man, of an extraordinary man. My wife kept her father's name for over 10 years, but I didn't have any conversation with her when she decided that she was going to bear the name Smith. Why? Because the name now stands for something. I don't know who I came to talk to. You only need to make your name great, and everybody will reckon with that name. If I'm talking to you, say, I hear you.